everybody, and Merry Christmas to everybody. And also have a Happy New Year. This is a kind of surprise video, and it's because I have a gift for everybody. And that gift is the secret to getting spikes every year, double spikes, branching, and it took me 15 years to figure this out. But through accidents and elimination, we figured it out, and I'm going to share that with you. And we're going to look at each of the orchid windows, and I'll explain the difference of what we've done. And I also want to show you, I finished the big tin picture that was all rusty. I finished that. And so we're going to be going to different places so I can show you different things. So first we're here, and we have a window on this side, and a window on this side I have orchids. And this is the north side of the house. And none of these orchids have got double spikes or branching. And I know why. And the west window, only this window, does this year. The other west window does not. So what we did was, I knew you needed grow lights. And because in the northern hemisphere, lots of days it's dark. And even with the lights on in the house, orchids aren't getting a lot of light. And I'm not growing in a grow room where I'm controlling the humidity or the lighting. So we had put grow light tape, LED stickers around this window. And that's what we had been using. And then Jack got one at the thrift store. And he put it up on the top where we have the old ones on the side that I'm not using anymore. And on the top we have one of the new lightings we're using. And I've got it. I'm going to show you what it is. Then here, that was the only one because we got it at the thrift store. And we hunted up the tag off the thing, and Jack ordered a pack of 6. And so now he has done these windows, one in each window, and he put one in this window and he put one in that window. So you're going to see exactly the difference, and especially with the growing. And I'm going to share the exact one we got, because did you know, like the ones we had been using kind of had a pink light to them? They were not really that good. So there's grow lights, and then there's grow lights. And so I want to share with you the ones we got, and we bought them in a pack of 6, but you can get them in a smaller package. So I'm just waiting for that till after. So I'm going to turn the light out in here, and I'm going to let you see the difference. I'm going to take the camera and I want to show you the project, and then we come back, we'll be facing the west window. So let's do that. So first I'll turn the light out. This is our ceiling lights for the dining room. And I'll come over here and undo this. Okay. Be careful that I don't accidentally turn it off. Okay. So now when I'm doing the dishes or I'm in the kitchen and I'm standing here and I'm looking outside, and we've got wet snow coming down today. Now, before, you did not see that nice, it's a very, like a sunshine light. You did not see that. In fact, if you can see this, I'm going to go turn them off. Just move the camera thing out of the way. And it's very simple. And they do come with shades, like this is a shade you put on the outside of the light. It says to protect your eyes, not that it's that hard on the eyes, but around in here is the light. And even the African violet is just coming out with blossoms everywhere. So none of these, they're all in spike, and they always did get a lot of spikes. None of them are double, and there's nothing out of the norm here. So all I have is a little switch. They come with these plug-ins, and you just turn that off. And there's the difference. There is the kind of light they'd be getting. And the old light, it didn't even do half of what this new light is doing. So because it's dark, it's cloudy, we've had a bit of snow, and I'm going to put that back on, and you can see the difference. And it's a very sunny light. And this is part of it. So let's go over and look at this one. Now the lights just got put in these ones. You are not seeing anything like what we're seeing in the window where we started out with one. There's spikes, but I always had spikes, but they're just not as hardy. But even that my orchids are in glass, it's also good for root growth. So that also has an effect. So here, if I turn this off, right away you can see the difference. And it makes a big difference. And the other lights I had up just did not compare. Okay, so now we're going to peek out here right now until spring. I've got my painting out on this patio. So this is our happy place. Faith, family, and friends. And I have a welcome sign for down here. I haven't finished. I've painted the old antique stand in the back. And everything's been painted. I even painted the back so there's no rust showing. And then I verithaned with outdoor verathane, which I always use over everything. So this is the yucky day. This is our first snowfall. We got a white Christmas. It's pretty, but it's very wet snow. So we'll go in. Okay, the lights are all off, so it's dark. So now I'm just going to shut this off for a minute while I hook up for the next area. Okay. Okay, so here's the west window where most of my orchids, I seem to have more room here, and then we're sitting right here all the time, or I'm in the kitchen working and I can always see them. And all I've got on right now is the old LED lights I used to use. And you can see it's not real bright. But a couple months ago, just after I brought them in from being outside all year, I brought them in here for the winter. Then we were at the thrift store and Jack found a grow light. And so he thought, well, he'll put it up. And I want to show you the difference. I'm just going to turn this one off for a minute. And there's switches here. This is the new light. It is so much brighter. It actually, we don't have to turn the one up above on when we're here eating anymore, because and also it's sheltered from our eyes because it is up there. It's not as if we're staring right into it at any time, but they do come with that shade. And this is the Amazon, just so as you can see. This is the Amazon description. And so you can see that. And then you can get the ones with the yellowish or pink light, or you can get the ones with the white light. But this one that we had, and Jack exchanged this one for one of the new ones, but we took the name off of it when we ordered these, and it was a Barrina grow light. Now, it's full spectrum. The blue light promotes development of plant roots and leaves. The green light assists in photosynthesis and regulates growth habits. The red light promotes plant flowering, fruiting, and activates photosynthesis. And the FIR light stimulates cell elongation and regulates plant flowering in shade avoidance. Light is the foundation for plant photosynthesis, and insufficient light can limit photosynthesis and affect plant growth. And this is what happened. Now, all the information is here on these lights. They're a 1400 watt equivalent. But if you, yeah, I did this so you, and I'll put the full explanation in the comments under this video. So they're very easy to install, very easy. Not that I had to do it. Anyway, what I've noticed here, and I'll give you a close-up before we move into the other window. What I've noticed here is I have a lot of double spikes that I never had. I think I only before had one double spike. Now lots of them are double spikes. I never had branching. I have branching going on, and even, let me see if I can find that one. I think it's this one. I'm going to carefully pick it up. Whoop, I watered today so you can tell. Now this one was one I got for Mother's Day. It had 4 spikes on it. I remember doing the video. I had never seen one with 4 spikes. And even though it was in flower for most of last year, it's flowering again. It's flowering again. And it has a little branching. Even the newer ones have a little branching. Now, I had put corks all in here because the root system was very small in this one. And yet, look at the roots now. They're doing really well. Seriously. So, I have noticed in this window a lot of the orchids that I never had blooming are blooming. So some of these, it's the first time that they're blooming. And this one had two flowers left. I left the old spike, and it's got 2 new spikes. I'm going to give you a close-up of that so you can really see the difference before we move to the next window. Okay. All the information will be under this video. I'm trying to figure out how I hook that in there. There we go. It's very tricky so you don't hit something you don't want to. Okay, let's go look at this. So, the leaf growth has been very good. So this one here, look at this. And back there we have 2 spikes. Here, this one is doing good. I don't see any branching on that one. So this is the new one. This is Fel Young Lava. It flowered all last summer on this spike that I left on. It got 2 new ones on that, and it's still got 2 spikes on it, and the leaves are very healthy. So in the back, we have one, and there's a leaf hiding this one. Here we got, I should turn this one a little bit like that. There we go. And down here, everything is spiking. And in the back here, this is some, I believe it's one of the twins. Yes, that's one of the twins, and it has a branch coming. Where am I? Has a branch coming. And it's got a nice long spike coming, and it's doing so much better than the twin. The 2 plants used to look the same. So that's what's happening here. And of course, the Oncidium had finished flowering, and the Dendrobium is still here. So beautiful. So beautiful. So this is a big difference. So there's only one light, and it is up there. So, big difference. And the light is so much nicer to even look at, just all together. So, I'll be a few minutes and I'll set up at the other window. I'm standing at the back of the kitchen showing you both north windows. And the one on this side has 1 new light, and the other one had the pink light. Both are grow lights, so I'll go up close and show you the difference.
That one's got a shade on it and the other doesn't.
And this one has a shade, which is right here, and it holds the light in the window, where before we didn't have a shade because we just had ones from
the other one doesn't have a shade.
Thrift store. The other one doesn't have a shade.
And
we'll go look at it. All together, not as light. And we've changed from the pink to the white. What did they call the white? The ones that aren't pink.
Well, they're both full spectrum.
They're both full spectrum.
Yeah, but the pink one, they're cheaper, but they don't put out the light either.
Yeah, the pink ones are cheaper, but they definitely
Are not the same.
I mean, the light is so much different.
Well, you know they're not the same because you've got one in this window and the plants are doing twice as good as the ones in the pink light.
That's
in the other
right.
window.
My
Don't-
good-looking husband.
I don't want to be in the film.
Okay, that's it for now. Okay, this is on the same side as the house, the west side is the kitchen window. And the other problem we've had with the west side, even in the summer, even though my orchids go out in the summer, they're still here in early spring and early fall. So the hedge is so high from the neighbors, we're losing a lot of light there too. We really did need this extra light. So this one had the same old lighting that we had in there, and we've taken it down, and Jack's put 1 light up there, and I've already noticed a difference. Oh, I got 1 orchid still in the shower, and that's the one I want to show you. I'll show you that after when we do I'll turn it off. It was watering day and I left one in the shower. So I'll get it out, I'll put it at the window, and then I will show you what I want to show you. So even here, things are already, just in a couple days, showing a difference from this light. And you know, when we went out and left the house and I had these lights on, they were always pink. And I really didn't like looking in at the pink lights that much, but this light is like sunshine. And that's how I feel. And I know these lights do this, and that's why I'm going to share this information with you. And I'm going to put all the information underneath the comment for this video. So I'm going to give you a close-up because this is another west window. And look at this. Isn't this so cute? Here's a little Merry Christmas bear. He's so cute. And it tells the whole Christmas story.
Daddy, can you tell me a story?
Sure, honey. What would you like to hear?
How about a nice story about Christmas?
'Twas the night before Christmas.
Yay, my favorite!
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
I just love
The
this.
chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would...
It tells the whole story. I just love this little bear. I got it at the thrift store a couple years ago. It makes me laugh. That's what you want around Christmas. Okay, so I'm just going to say goodbye for 1 minute and I will be back. Okay, I went and got the one I left in the shower because the traffic cones are so big. I put them in the shower to do them. And I've shown you that on watering day. But already in a few days, I've noticed my orchids used to always spike, but this one has this long spike and it already has a little branch coming that it never had. And it might be even trying to do one in here. So I'm very surprised, and I really think, sometimes you think the light you got's bright enough, and in all actual fact, it isn't. So I will be having a lot of flowers this year. Now this is the one that is one of the twins that I got to get it out of this pot. I showed you the one in the other window. Not doing good. So it needs to come out of that pot. But I put them in 2 separate pots to show you the difference. So I hope this helps somebody, and if you can afford even 1 light for 1 spot, and especially if you're having trouble getting your orchids to spike for you, and especially if they look, you know, they look healthy, but they're just not doing their thing. So I'll show you outside. Maggie's sleeping because we were over visiting Mom and she missed us. So now she's sleeping. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Yes. So this is our tree. And here's our weather. We've had no snow, but now we got snow on the mountain tops. And the roads are clear, but at least we're going to get a white Christmas. But it's I'm glad we're not having to shovel it. I hope we don't in the morning either. I'm getting spoiled. So please have a Merry, Merry Christmas and a healthy New Year. Love you all, and thank you very much for visiting this channel and have given me a lot of information too. And I also wanted to say thank you to Hannah for sending us a lovely Christmas present that is under our tree, right down there, waiting to be opened, and a lovely Christmas card in the window. Thank you very much. So bye for now, and see you soon. Bye.